Yes, guys, welcome back to Kings of the Bridge and the match preview for the Chelsea-Arsenal game. First leg, semi-final, Carabao Cup. Over 20 people in the building. What we were saying, guys, big up views. Make sure you hit the likes, guys, please. If you're not hitting the likes, you're not supporting the channel. And if you like us being on here every single day and giving an hour and a half plus a day to be here, then please show the support to the community. Share it out as well. You've got a share button on YouTube as well, which you could share to new people that don't even know we're here as well. We really want to try and push towards that 10K mark as well as a community and really try and grow this channel. We've got lots and lots and lots planned. I keep saying it, but we have got quite a lot of bits planned. We just got to act on it a bit more. But we've got like quite a lot planned as well coming up for Kings of the Bridge as well, including the merch, which I'm sure will be at some point this year. We'll probably look into that. But yeah, we need your support. We really do need everyone's support to continue growing this channel and making YouTube using their algorithm to push us out as well into the mist of it, into like the mains of their algorithm. But I know I was on Hassam's live earlier and he was even complaining about YouTube currently at the moment. He said that the algorithm is shot to pieces at the moment on YouTube. They're not even getting any. His usual numbers are like 500-600 and he had like 150 people in there. So that goes to show how many people are suffering right now with the algorithm. But yeah, it is what it is. We move, but we are here to talk about football, and it is a semi-final of the Carabao Cup. Matt, how are you anyway?
First, good, good, Jem. I hope everyone in the chat as well. Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to tomorrow. Actually, I'm a bit more confident than maybe some other people are. I think that Arsenal are gonna not go in as strong. To be honest, I think their main focus is the Premier League this year. So I think this is an opportunity for us, especially having that home fixture to start with. I think is very important. But I think, like you said, Jem, we have to get a win at home because I don't think we're going to do it at the Emirates. So I think we need to get the goal, get the win to start with if we can at home, and then build momentum and just have a good defensive performance at the Emirates. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I see you, DJ Sav J. What you saying, my boy? Good to see you as always. I see that we've also got Daniel here. He says if we want any chance, we have to beat Arsenal at the Bridge and take the lead to Emirates Stadium for the second leg if we want Chelsea to get to the final of the League Cup. Big up, Daniel. Gitinho is in the building. How are you, Gitinho? Good to see you. Badia Shite still part of his name, which is no shock there for you as well. Saw that stream, Jem. Hassam really hates us, man. What is his problem? His problem is that we nicked the players that he wanted. You know, Caicedo, Enzo, and Lavia. They're still a little bit butthurt about that, and also because like they were completely against the idea of us winning the Club World Cup, and we went and won it. And now it's just they've got to listen to everyday Lewis every morning commenting that it's day something of 2000 and whatever days that Chelsea win. So this is why they hate Chelsea, because we just, we're relentless. You give it to us, we stay quiet, we win, and then we're relentless on the back of it. We've got to make it clear to these guys. Toby's in the building. Big up, Toby. So what's up? Nearly forgot you were going live. You should never forget we're going live, guys. That really how can you forget that we go live when we always go live I think all of our lives have been at like 5:30 so far. Like, I don't think we've actually even done sometimes a little bit later, but it's always been in around the same time. We're trying to be consistent with the time so that you guys after work can be here as well and join us. I know some people are on their way back as well, but yeah, man, notifications should be on. I keep seeing people saying no notifications, no bells. We don't even know you're on. I keep saying bell button. If you're not hitting the bell button, it ain't gonna let you know, guys. That's why it's there. You know, you gotta hit it. You gotta subscribe and hit the bell. You know, it is one of them. Daniel says I can't stand Arsenal. They are so deluded. Some of the videos I've been seeing of Arsenal fans on TikTok is absolutely killing me. Like I watched one earlier, bro. I'm not joking. There was 2 Arsenal fans sitting there, and they were talking about Declan Rice being a part of some of the best midfields that we've ever seen, right? And they brought up, the first one they brought up was Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, yeah? And I just started laughing, like, you know, when you're going like that, because you just know it's going to happen. Do you know what they said? Oh, well, he might not be able to get into the midfield, but he can play on the right. He could definitely play off the right. Yeah, because he could just play Messi's position when he was in Barcelona. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then they started going on to the Real Madrid the Real Madrid Galactico team with Kroos, Mudryk, and Casemiro. If you remember that 3, that was dominant. They were like, yeah, he's better than fucking Kroos. He's better than Modric. I'm like sitting there like scratching.
I think what it is, I think what's difficult is that we have a right, whether it's United fans or, you know, City fans or whatever, Liverpool fans, when you've got weight behind it, especially with the team, you have a right to talk about that because you've won big things. Whereas if you're just the bridesmaid the whole time, you haven't got really anything to say. You can't put your player up to the table because
I watched one guy, big up Pies in the building. Make sure you follow Chelsea Central on YouTube as well, guys. Yes. I watched one guy compare Declan Rice to Yaya Toure and said he's like the closest person to Yaya Toure in today's football.
It's clear. I mean, I don't know about you, Jem. I'd be taking Yaya Toure. He was unbelievable in the Prem.
Number one, Yaya Toure used to beat 2-3 man on his own comfortably and then score on the back of it. Like he used to like take a 25
cut in and then he'd always hit it like top bigs.
Yeah. So when's Declan Rice done that? Can you name that to me? Because I can't remember when he's beat 2-3 man and put 1 top bins. Do you know what I mean? Fucking mad. Absolutely mental.
Chelsea, Pies just asked you a question.
What time's your stream? Are they doing a stream tomorrow? What are you doing? A preview or reaction? What are you saying? Facts? I see you, boy. What are you doing, my G? Is that Pies or Con? That's the one we got to work out. I think that's Pies. That is Pies. Yeah, it's Pies. Facts, what are you saying, bro? Happy New Year, man. Hope you're well. How the fuck did Rice get in the tier? I don't even know. I don't want to talk about it. After game. Oh, well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe. I'll try. It's 2:30 a.m. in the morning where I am at that time. So, yeah, the game starts at 12 a.m. for me, finishes at 2 a.m. And then I'm like, yeah, fucking, it's so tiring. But, yeah, I'll try. I'll try and come in for half hour, 40 minutes. Con being active, I laugh. Well, Con, yeah, trust me, don't even get me started on Con. Don't even get me started on Con already. Matt will join me then. Yeah, Matt will join you. Of course he will.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll come on, Pies.
I'll still come on. I'll try and get on for like 20 minutes, half hour after the game before I sleep, depending on. Yeah, if we've won and smashed them, I'll probably be energetic and like, yeah, let's go live. Yeah. Pies being active, I laugh. This is just ridiculous, right? This is generally, I was thinking about this, right?
Oh, you said
he messages me saying he's coming to Dubai. And I'm like, perfect. Like, when? And he's like, on the 24th. And I'm sitting there in my head going, that's the day my place that I'm staying at ends and I'm booking a flight to go home. He could have turned up on the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 21, 22, 23. But man decides to fly here on the 24th, the day that I was thinking of actually flying back. So I was back in the 25th. Like, he just couldn't have written this, honestly. Generally, I'm going to try and stay for a day or two just to see Pies. We'll see what happens, Pies. If I can sort saying out, I will stay for a day or two. Last time Chelsea beat Arsenal 21 since we beat them. Last time Chelsea beat Arsenal 2021.
So yeah. 2021 was the last time we beat Arsenal.
Yeah. I mean, we got a stinky record against Arsenal. We know that. Big up Pies. Hold on, Jim. We're coming back to London. Yeah, I did tell. Have I not said this, lad?
You've said this. Yeah. I think what happened yesterday, GT came on and subbed and we left. Literally, since we ended the stream. So I think it's
Did he
probably you
sub?
said it yesterday. Yeah, he subbed yesterday, and then
Oh.
the stream ended, and GT went, "Oh, thanks, guys." Subbed and you ended.
Sorry, GT, but thank you for subbing. We appreciate you as always, my G. Arteta has never won a semi-final with 2 legs in 5 attempts at Arsenal, so that's a little bit of good news on our side. You know, he's got a bit of a what they call it, something hanging off his mind, shall I say? Enzo better not hurt Noni tomorrow. Oh my god,
I wouldn't care. He didn't do anything anyways. He gave away the first goal against Portsmouth, so he's just useless. And he missed a pen.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Pies, if you want to come up, bro, just let me know. We can send you the link as well. We haven't had you on here yet, so it'd be nice to get you in as well, brother. More than welcome. Havertz is back for tomorrow. Oh no, Kai Havertz. Shaking my fucking boots. Do you know what I mean? Fuck Havertz, man. Subbed and then ended the stream. Sorry, bro. Sorry, just honestly, talking about Noni and everything else. What about this news that come up yesterday, right? Out of the fucking blue. Conor Gallagher. Yeah. For whoever made this tifo, if anyone in here has actually put money into this, yeah, how do you feel right now? Generally. How do you feel? Like, because this is pathetic. Man's gone to Spurs. This guy has gone to Spurs. Not that I care, because I never rated him in the first place, but you know, from people that were saying he's, you know, defending him, he's Cobham, you know, he knows what it means to be Chelsea. You know, he's Chelsea through and through. He fucks off to Spain and then comes back to fucking Tottenham when he could have gone to Villa. Like, generally, Matt, like, how did you feel when you saw this news?
I think it's the same as you, mate. I mean, look, I thought the kind of hype of him being at the club staying. I mean, to be honest, I think it was just more because that season under Poch, we were quite poor. So it kind of showed how poor the season was. That kind of, he was one of our best players. But to be honest, I wasn't really bothered when he went to Atletico Madrid. He was a good servant to the club. He worked hard. But other than that, not really. But I'm disappointed that he's gone to Tottenham. I'm not going to lie. I think it's poor. But then at the same time, you know, I think location is a massive thing. And if your family are there, then fair enough. But don't get me wrong, when I'm watching him, I'm not going to be a huge fan of him at all. And I expect a nice little reunion with him and Enzo Fernandez. But yeah, quite indifferent about it. It's interesting that you see a lot of the backers of Conor Gallagher. It'll be interesting what they'll be saying now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, listen, it don't really bother me that he's gone. You know, see you later. I don't give a fuck. And I think honestly, I think shit has just found shit. That's what I call it. You know, eventually after a while, shit and shit comes together. This is what's just happened right now. You know, literally dog shit in Spurs has found Conor Gallagher. Do you know what I mean? So good luck.
I mean, I get what GT's saying though about. I think the context behind it is a bit different because he has gone to Spurs, so that there is a bit of weight to it from that side. So if it's more from a team point of view, I am disappointed that he has gone to Spurs because I think, you know, I felt Villa was probably, like we said earlier, was probably a better club to go to. I mean, Tottenham are all over the shop. They are all over the shop. And really, at the moment, how the structure is at Villa, I'd be wanting to go there for sure. I'd definitely go and play under Emery.
Yeah. He's improved Spurs midfield. That matter. I think the club have sell-on clause fee coming back to Chelsea today. Is there a sell-on fee? Does anyone know? Pius, if he's still here? Do we have a sell-on him? He's like fly to shit. Literally. Gallagher, Thomas Frank. Apparently, Thomas Frank didn't even want him. That's what makes me laugh. Thomas Frank, apparently, I saw a tweet. I don't know who it was from, basically saying that Thomas Frank was telling the board that we don't want Conor Gallagher. And the board are like doing an egg barley and fucking Lawrence Stewart just sitting there going, nah, we'll get him. We'll bring him in. You'll make it work, mate. Do you know what I mean? Fucking idiots. Even United wanted him, by the way. Yeah. The Atletico fans were legit celebrating getting 40 million for Gallagher.
Really? I don't even know how he did at Madrid. Did he do all right?
He didn't play, did he? He hardly played. But do you know what? Get him off my screen, man, because that's not what we're here to talk about, isn't it? Get off my fucking screen, man. I can't even look at the guy's face anymore. All I know is come to the bridge, yeah? You're going to get murked. I don't want you to. You can run around with all your passion and pretend that you're fucking proper Chelsea or proper Spurs now, should I say? Proper Spursy. But when Caicedo and Enzo, when Caicedo clamps you and you're on the floor, yeah, holding your leg, and Enzo stands over you and calls you a puta to your face, yeah? Puta! Yeah, that is literally injected in my veins. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be fucking loving. Yeah, I can't wait for that, and and I can't wait for the videos that will come out for Conor Gallagher getting put on the floor by our midfield. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck that guy, bruv. Fuck that guy. He was benched most of the games. Yeah, he was. I swear, I hardly ever see the guy play
He
for
could be in a
fucking.
good fit being under the Atleti manager though, so being like hard work rate. But the problem is those sort of players, they just bring him in. He's like, okay, right, you run your course, right, next one, who's going to run? So Pies
Bomber in the chat. Now, Pies is just a fucking hater, man. I said this to Con the other day. Man's got weird hates. I don't even listen to his views on certain things no more. I mean, I do on most, but this one, he's just gone into that deluded phase. You know, you just got to let him crack on and let him do his thing. He can't help it. I've seen him do it with other players in the past. He just can't help it. Big up, Jimmy. How you doing, man? Hope you're good. Look at him laughing in the chat. Oh, Pisey. Right. Pies, tell us if you think this is true. West Ham United have made inquiries about Jorgensen. It doesn't even matter if you inquire about Jorgensen. Jorgensen's going nowhere, bruv. He ain't going nowhere, I can tell you that.
Did you see Minerals, what he said earlier? There was a thing which came out saying, oh, why hasn't Jorgensen had a chance to be playing? We had John in goal. It's like, no, it was Jorgensen who was in goal. Like, it was just completely, like, just got it wrong. It was really funny.
Yeah, West Ham have made inquiries, supposedly. Listen, the amount of inquiries I've heard for Philip Jorgensen and then nothing after that. You know, you could probably add this to the list, but I don't see anyone going anywhere. I don't see us signing anyone in January. And I think, Jorgensen will leave. I do think in the summer he will go. But until the summer, I think we will still see him throughout this period for sure. They're not training GT, so I doubt it. Oh, there you go. A bit of team news for you already coming in from Central. Gusto, James, and Palmer are not training, supposedly, is what Piers has been saying. Has that been... Well, actually... Didn't Rossini say he was going to review them today? Yesterday, he said he's going to review them today. So is that the news from today, Pies? Is that the news from today when it comes to them three? Gusto. That's a bit of annoyance because losing Gusto and James is just annoying. You know, at the same time, just for one game. Usually, if one's out, you've got the other, right? You can have a right back in, but we haven't got that. And plus, we ain't got Caicedo as well. Don't know about today, but didn't see them in the picks.
So is that load? Is that just kind of load? So it's just more just resting, or is it actually like they are needing time out on the sidelines?
I think Reece Gusto had a hammy problem. No, just a knock. It was Palmer. We know is the groin still having problems with that. It's not fit. And Reece James, I thought Reece James was just rest. That's what I initially heard. I thought he was just being rested. So again, whatever it is, it must just be. My Palmer's great. This is starting to worry me a little bit. I'm not going to lie, because if you look at the whole of this season, Matt, can you name at one point, and now we're coming into February, right? Can you look at one point where you could say Cole Palmer was actually fit? Because I don't think he has been. Well, not once.
I think since the Club World Cup, he's not been the same. It's almost like the first few games, you're like, oh, it's a hangover from the busy period, and then the performances just went there. Yes, he got a few goals here or there, but he just looked, off it. And it is worrying. But again, it just all goes back to if we knew that he was potentially strained, we should have got quality backup. Buonanotte is not going to do it, unfortunately. So does that mean that we do try and, if we are having to rest Palmer, bring Esteval as a number 10? But I don't know whether he's ready for that yet. So that's why Enzo is having to play higher up, I think.
Well, it's a very good and interesting question that you mentioned Enzo, of course, because there was one tweet that came out earlier on, which I wanted to highlight, and it talks about Palmer being out, and the tweet is Palmer was out, so Enzo Fernandez was used in the 10 right half space when obviously Buonanotte came off. It'll be interesting to see if he's going to be used in a double pivot beyond that. Caicedo, Enzo in that kind of dynamic should be magic if we have that kind of territory. What are your thoughts on that? Do you look at Enzo Fernandez? Right, listen, you've got to take the injuries into consideration, right? No Palmer, no Reece. Do you look at Enzo Fernandez being able to play in that double pivot like we saw against Charlton, where they're very close? They can play past their way out of trouble in many ways. can you see Enzo being able to do that job deeper? And do you think Chelsea will benefit from him being there, or do you think actually having him a bit further forward in that role that we saw is actually a better way of utilising him?
I personally prefer Enzo being further forward. I think he plays. I feel like we get more of his quality being further forward. Yes, I understand when he's further back in the pivot, he can try and dictate the play and be in control. But I just don't trust further forward some of our quality to emulate that level. So that's why I feel that Enzo has to be in there sometimes. I don't think João Pedro does it enough for me to be in that position. Buonanotte doesn't do enough for me in that position. So really,
Enzo.
The process of elimination, you feel that Enzo's almost forced more to be in that role to then fit there because of his quality to try and get more out of our attackers. So yeah, if at the moment, just because of more of the acquisitions, I'd say yes, he's better being further up.
Yeah, I'm stuck into two areas with this because we've seen him play a little bit deeper with Reece James. We see it at Man City as well, and I think the only thing we're playing a little bit deeper is that when he's in the 10 and we're able to play through him, we can kind of attack a bit more fluidly because he plays the balls over the top. He gets his transitioning quicker, and then he also adds another player in the box, right? Because he always seems to, whoever's the striker, he always seems to support in the box when we're actually attacking wide. So he'll receive the ball, he'll play out wide, and then his first thing to do will be to try and support the striker and get in the box, right? What I've been seeing of Cole Palmer since he's been coming back in is just a little bit different. Like, yes, he's occupying that space, but he seems to be just becoming a little bit too deep in his play in that 10 role. And that kind of pulls him away from the attack, right? And we've seen it a couple of times where I'm like, need Palmer to just stay forward and just, attack the box and link up the plays and dribble and do what he does best, which we have seen in the past. But with Enzo Fernandez, I think you've got two options with him. I think you can play him in that 10 role where he has to find space and he links up play depending on who he's in the attack with, in my opinion. And then you look at a game like Arsenal tomorrow and you think, well, there's no Caicedo, there's no Asugu, there's no Reece James. Yes, they probably would have come in with Enzo being the third man. Who are you playing in the midfield? And the only two I can think of is Santos and what's Reece James' bomber? What we got here? What we got, Pies? Tell us. Is he saying Reece James is fit? If Reece James is fit, then this is a different discussion. Check my page. Okay, cool. Cool. Hey, there he is. He is available then if he's in training. I mean, do we know? Doesn't mean he's available though, does it? To be fair, but he's in training. It's good to see that he's in training, of course, which is great news as well. Reece James was in training today, Chelsea. Yeah, so there you go. That changes the whole discussion a little bit more now because I would have said if Reece James was out, then the thing is this for me. Where does Reece James play in this Arsenal game? Right back or centre mid? Because we haven't got Gusto. If Gusto was there, I would have said definitely you're playing centre mid with Santos, right? But do we play Reece James right back, Enzo and Santos in the 10? In the pivot, and then play Esteval, Neto, Delap, and then whoever I don't know. The problem's the 10, isn't it? Who'd you play in the 10?
I would say, if it was me, I'd say Reece in midfield. I think the midfield battle is key. I think, like Pies was saying as well about, obviously, Declan Rice. I think he was obviously man of the match before. He completely dictated the play. If it was me, I'd be putting Reece and Santos and then Enzo higher up. And then I'd put maybe Achampong on the right, maybe. Because he's been playing there a little bit more. I'm just trying to think who would they have on their left. Martinelli, he's annoyingly been on form.
I spoke to an Arsenal fan earlier, and he thinks they're going to play a weaker team. He reckons they're going to play the second team for this game.
That's what I think. That's why I'm more confident because I think their focus is the Prem personally. So I think they're going to, I'm hoping that we don't play a weaker team because we should be really. This is our biggest opportunity, and I think, like you said yesterday, Jem, if we do get through the semi-final, I think that obviously it's one game, but I think there's a massive possibility and a huge chance for us to win that. And I think really we should be, considering how bad the season has gone, and really from a PR perspective for the owners, they'll be so stupid not to try and win this. to try and soften the noise, let's say.
I think we need to play Reece midfield long term and buy another right back, in my opinion. Do you feel about that?
I think if it wasn't for Reece's hamstrings and injuries, I would be wanting him more at the right back, bombing up and down. But I just don't know whether we're going to be able to, over a 30 plus game season, if we're going to be able to do that. So maybe if it's kind of load management, that he's better off in midfield. I'm not sure.
I mean, like, the Achapong thing's a weird one for me because at the games that I've seen him play at right back, he hasn't impressed me whatsoever. So it does worry me a little bit that if Josh plays there, yes, he's good at carrying the ball out, but I think that from a defensive standpoint, he seems to struggle, and it happened against Fulham, against Kevin, where when he come on and he was actually asked to play a bit further forward, but then dropped back and sort of double up, and he got caught a couple of times. It happened in a game at home as well, where he just kept running with the ball and losing it. I can't remember what game it was.
The game where he got moved to the left. Was it? I can't remember which game, but Gusto was on the left, and then they moved Achapong to the left.
Yeah, they switched it around, didn't they? I think. Yeah, it was in game.
You're right though. In that right back position, the last few games, he's looked a little bit exposed, and he looks more comfortable being in that right centre back.
City. Yeah. So for me, it makes it a bit harder because Reece James could just slot in the midfield with Santos, and I think that would give you the stability. I think Santos and James could probably do a job there between the two of them, which I'm happy with. And you could put Enzo in the 10. You could play whoever you're going to play up front. And, I'd like to hope that Esteval gets his chance, with whoever else is going to play. But, yeah, it's definitely we're better off with James, don't get me wrong. It's just how is Rossini going to utilise him? Is he going to utilise him and keep him in what he thinks is his best position, which is right back, and ask him to play as a right back? But then what do you do with the midfield? Because Caicedo's not there. And if Caicedo was available for this game, I would be saying Caicedo, Santos, Enzo, Reece James, right back. That's what I would be doing in this game. But because we haven't got Caicedo, I don't know, no Palmer or Gusto in the picks today. Yeah. Well, 2 injuries.
Do you know what? And it sounds crazy at the moment. I'm more gutted about the Gusto one at the moment because I just think Palmer they should have given him surgery. I don't know why. Whoever's approved for him not to, they should have just nipped it in the bud and said you need the surgery, because what you're doing now is just dragging a horse, really. Like, it's just not, it's not right. And I think the Gusto, because of now what we're saying, the conundrum, I think I would have liked Gusto being the team, because signing this season, he's been really good for us.
Yeah, Esteval ball. I think so, but I hope so, bro. I hope so. I think it's time, but it's good to see Reece James there. Whatever Rossini decides to do, whether James plays in midfield again or he plays right back, I think having him in the team is just massive anyway. Do you know what I mean? And do I expect us to play quite a strong team tomorrow? Yeah. Do we take this serious? I think we should. We're in a semi-final. Whether Arsenal do or don't, it's not really, doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? It's just about us doing what we need to do. And I think we do need to take this serious as a trophy. I was speaking to an Arsenal fan earlier on Hassam's channel, who was telling me that he don't care. He hopes that we play a weak team. They've got bigger fish to fry. Champions League and Premier League is what they're telling me. And they're right. Don't get me wrong. They are right. They're at top of the league. They're in the Champions League. Fair enough. They feel they're in a good place right now.
Well, this is the biggest chance, isn't it, really, for the Prem? Like, let's be honest, they've been the only consistent team, and I think they'd be silly to get another bad injury in a cup, let's be honest, which is out of the 4 is 4th. So,
but the truth is, Matt, and I don't care what any Arsenal fan says up to this point, the reason Arsenal are where they are at number 1 at the moment is also because of how bad the Premier League's been. And I don't care what anyone says.
Sure, 100%. I mean, I don't think you've seen City be so inconsistent this season. I know Chelsea were always in the periphery of like 4th, but no one thought Liverpool were going to do what they're doing currently. So, I can't agree more, mate.
So we've got a comment here saying I want to see Gittins on the left wing. Obviously, we're going to do our predicted lineup for tomorrow. I just want to have a look at Pies' if he's still here. Pies' predicted lineup for tomorrow, which is right here. And then we'll do ours in a second. He's gone with Sanchez, Achapong, Fofana, Chalobah, Kukra. He's actually gone with Santos and Enzo as the double pivot. Really interesting. He's gone with Esteval. He's gone with João Pedro in the 10, Nato on the left, and Delap up front.
So my question now then to Pies is, now that you've seen the news of Reece, where'd your team lineup change at all?
Yeah, where'd you put Reece into that team? Yeah, and not even just that, Pies. Look at Brentford; they're like 5th or 4th, and
they for me. I mean, they got their team gutted through the season. I thought they were favourites to go down.
Yeah,
because the manager they had too, he's only like their set piece coach. Okay, so James with Santos, Enzo, and so where João Pedro is, that's where Enzo would go. So Enzo in the 10.
He wants him in midfield now, and that's purely probably because Caicedo and Lavia are not around. Do you know what I mean? Their Prem has been dog shit. I agree, Jimmy Blue Balls. It has been. He's played first half. That's why Arteta took off Calafiori. Gittins for Neto, but he won't.
Neto on the left, then he's saying, okay. Got to get Esteval. He's got to play.
Gittins, he wants Gittins over Neto. Listen, if Gittins is going to do what he did against Charlton and be direct and commit players and create space, I ain't got no problem with Gittins coming into the team, but he's got to keep that form up, right? He can't just come into the team, be non-existent, and all the other shit that we've seen him do. Do you know what I mean?
I've always found with Gittins, though, we've always brought him on, barring the Charlton game, we've always brought him on when we're expecting so much and there's like a real pressure point. He might need like a few times to take ons to get that kind of confidence. I want him to start. He would be in my starting 11 for sure.
Yeah. All right, Matt, I'll ask you to do your first team lineup for the game tomorrow.
Sure. So I am going to, it'll be quite similar to Pies' actually. So Sanchez in goal.
Okay.
Yeah. To be fair, it's probably pretty much as Pies' one. So Achimpong on the right, Fofana, Chalobah, and Cucurella. No, will Cucurella be in? Is Cucurella back now?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, Cucurella.
And then Chalobah, yeah?
Yeah. It pretty much is what Pies said. So then midfield, if Reece is fit, it'd be Reece and Santos.
Come on, Cucurella. Fuck me. The only one that has that kind of name.
I'm going to go on the assumption that Reece is going to be on the bench. I'm going to be slightly different. So I'm going to do Santos, Enzo.
Santos and Enzo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go for, I think, Pedro on the right. This is not what I want. This is what I think is going to happen. Pedro on the right. And then I'm going to put Garnacho on the left. I don't think this is what I want to do, but it's going to be a disgusting team. And then João and Delap. So Delap up top, João behind. I'm only going what I think. What I would want would be slightly different, but this is what I think.
So this is Matt's team, guys. This is what Matt thinks Rocinha is going to do.
So the only reason I put Neto on the right is for work rate in the defense, basically to try and help Achimpong out sometimes. But if it was my choice, I'd be putting Esteval on the right, Gittins on the left, Enzo in the 10, then Reece in the pivot with Santos.
I'm going to do mine next. Okay. Medical bomber on my tweet. Okay, let's go back. It's good having players here, isn't it? It's like an alert. It's like an alert.
The news correspondent.
He is. He is our go aggregator here. Do you know what I mean? That's what we call him. Our go aggregator. Chelsea took the drastic option of inserting the club's head of medical onto the bench after former manager Enzo Maresca reportedly refused to substitute players returning from injury. Daily Mail Sport understands it can be disclosed that officials also sent the former manager a formal letter to remind him of his responsibility as the relationship between the Italian and his bosses reached breaking point.
I don't think I've ever heard anything like this before. This is crazy.
Why is there like a random picture of like the England team in the middle there?
Because I think that's him. I think the guy on the right is him. From afar, it looked like I thought it was Jamie Carragher.
I was thinking, why the fuck is there a picture of? It makes no sense. Doesn't really shock me because we were told that he had disputes with the medical team anyway. Isn't the manager supposed to listen to the medical coach? Yeah. But does it also show that Maresca just doesn't trust his squad because he's rushing players back into the team because he's like, I can't. What do you want me to do? Keep playing the players that are just not able to fulfill, and we're going to keep losing. Like, what do you want me to do?
And this is what I think you got this right, Jem. And this is what I always keep thinking. It's like you've got these pressures of like, we need this, we need that, we need to get top 4, and then Maresca's like, well, look, I can't trust the players I've got. You're wanting me to get all these goals, but the only way of getting these targets is by paying the better players.
Yep.
In my mind, they're ready. They're telling me they're ready. I'm seeing them in training. They look ready. It's just a car crash. It's just, I mean, I'm sure these disputes happen all the time, but the problem is because of the circus behind, it's just elevated more because of how unrealistic their targets are with the team they've got.
If you don't give a fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. Huh? We talk about Carl. You're right there, mate. What would be the alternative? Run players coming back from injury to the ground. What would be the alternative? Run players coming back from injury to the ground. Well, this is the problem for me because you could, the manager can listen to the medical reports, right? Or be told, I don't think he's ready to start this game. But the player could have been training for 3-4 days prior to that and go, I'm ready. I feel good. I want to start. And I do think that does happen. I do think you get into a conundrum where it's like the player's saying, I feel good, but the medical team are saying, I'll give it one or two more games. You know what I mean? And then you have that big, and then you're looking at where you are in the league. And I think if you're not losing as many games or drawing as many games as we have and you're winning games, I think it's easier to go, let's listen to the medical team, mate. There's no rush back. We're all right at the moment, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. You can't do that when you're on the other side of it. Your job's on the line. You're not winning games. One win in 7. Exactly. And you're like, fuck me. We need to start winning games. We need our best player back. Like best player.
That's what I was saying, right? Is that I think you're absolutely got it in mind there. If we are winning, it's fine because then, the pressure's not there. But when your job is on the line and you're thinking, hang on, I'm getting all above having a go at me saying we need to win games because my job's on the line. You've got to go, right, well, the only way I've got to do it is by starting my best players. Yes, I understand what Takei is saying, that you don't want to run your players into the ground, but let's be honest, they're not going to be stupid. And literally, if his ankle's hanging off, he's not going to go, right, you're going to start. Like, I'm sure there would have been some sort of clearance, but what's probably happened is he's probably saying you're only meant to play X amount of minutes, but he's playing just slightly more. I don't know.
I think also what the issue is the whole, what you said about Cole Palmer specifically, not having the medical, having the surgery, because he would have been fine coming back in December. He would have been ready, kicking on. He would have had the surgery. Might have seen a better Palmer. Some people say it was Palmer saying he didn't want the surgery. Yeah. Others are saying it was the medical that also said he doesn't need surgery. But then maybe it's Maresca saying, well, we did say, maybe Maresca was saying, go and have the surgery, come back ready, and it went against it. And now it's backfired because you can't keep Palmer fit. He can't play more than 1 or 2 games. You're having to rotate him. He's getting the ump because you're taking him off the pitch, which I've seen him in the last couple of games moaning, like, why me? Why am I coming off? You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's not really, I don't think they've got it right between them. I don't think they've got it right. You could point the finger at Enzo Maresca. Yeah, he got sacked for it. But I think behind the closed doors, I think between the medical team, the player and the manager, I think there's more to it from what I'm reading. I'm reading this as well. It makes even more sense, to be quite honest. Yeah.
Agreed.
If a player says they're ready, then there will be tests to run to make sure they're 100% fit. Yeah, but he might be ready, feel ready, do the test, and they might say, well, you're still about 90%. And he might just be, yeah, but I feel right. Do you know what I mean? Like, won't be surprised if Palmer didn't want surgery. Players very rarely want to have them. But Enzo Fernandez had a hernia and he played with it under Poch for a long period until I think it was January. And January come and he was like, he accepted it. He was like, yeah, I'll have it. Do you know what I mean? Gem Sports Medicine is all done by data and technology, not by feelings. If the player aren't reaching the same data points as before injuries, then they're not ready. Fair enough.
But my only argument to try and summarize this before we go back is surely if you are able to be on the pitch, there has to be some sort of clearance to do so. That's where my confusion is. But with all of this, so if you're able to be on the bench and you're able to actually have your minutes, the medical team would have had to have cleared that because they wouldn't. The medical team would just get in the way if a player literally is just not ready. Surely, because they'll just say, look, you're going to actually like damage your player further in the future if you do this. So there had to be some sort of clearance, in my opinion, to get you to a certain place before playing. Whether it's saying you should have only started playing for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but he's played 60, then it's slightly different. I don't know. I'm not a medical person, but it just all seems messy.
Yeah. Jim, apparently we want to sign a winger for Strasbourg. I think. Man, I don't. But Panchelli's a striker, bro. Why would? Apparently we want to sign a winger for Strasbourg. Yeah, I don't think it's linked, bro. And I've not seen any news around that. So most of Arsenal centre backs are out tomorrow. Interesting. Where does it say that, Jimmy? Who are they missing? List it in the chat. Who's not playing?
Capio too.
You can play, but yeah, exactly. The problem with this debate is if a player came back early and instantly got injured again, everyone would be ranting about rushing that player back. So there's no win. There's no win-win in this situation. I agree, because if you look at the Bayern Munich game, he had a really good game that game. He went to Man United a couple of days later. They told him not to start him. He started and came off like 10 minutes in. He got injured.
Oh, an awful game, honestly.
Fucking hell. So Saliba, Calafiori, and Hincapié are doubts for this game, which means it'll be Mosquera. It's still Mosquera and Gabriel.
Strong.
Yeah, that's still a strong lineup. Yeah. From an Arsenal standpoint, maybe they didn't want to play Gabriel, but I don't think they got any chance unless they play Ben White, right? Maybe, but we'll see.
Right, who's your team then, mate?
Yeah. Mine's a lot different to yours, quite a bit, I think.
I mean, it's difficult. I've gone with what I think Liam would go with. And like I said, my team's more what Pies has done, really. So keep that in mind.
I'll put Jorgensen up front, Delap in goal. No, so I've gone with 10 Enzo Fernandez is on the pitch. We'll win.
Go on, Neto.
I've gone with I think Jorgensen's going to start tomorrow. I think Cucurella will play. I think I think Chalobah will play. I think we are the same from the backs. I think Fofana, yeah, I think Fofana will play.
Is he well enough?
Unless he gets the shits tonight, I don't know. And then, yeah, I can see Josh Achipong playing this game. I can see that. That makes sense. I just think Jorgensen will play over Sanchez because it's a cup game. That's my guess.
Yeah, so.
My midfield is Santos. And Santos, I think James is going to play. You know that. I think it's going to be Reece James, Santos, and Enzo. And then I'm going Esteval on the right. I'm going Gittins on the left.
Nice.
And then I'm going... this is where I think it will be different. I think João Pedro is going to start up front.
Okay.
I
like that too.
I think that's how it's... Again, I think he'll play midfield three. I think Esteval will start tomorrow, I'm sure. And the only one I'm not sure on is Gittins. That could be Neto or Garnacho. But I'm going to hope that he's looked at that.
I thought he had a really good performance. Yeah. I thought he looked dangerous. I know it was against lesser opposition, but that's what you want to see from that. You know, that's what we kind of bought to Gittins for, is to take on and take a shot. And I want him to hopefully bring into this game.
The reason I haven't put him on there, Pies, is because I actually think Rossinha looks at Delap as our number one striker now. And I know we've not seen João Pedro in the team yet, and we can't really rate if he rates João Pedro better than Delap or whatever. But when I look at how we played against Charlton and what he wants to do with the midfield three and the link-up play and the movement and, you know, all of that, Delap seemed to look more at home in that type of game. So I think he'll want to be careful with him just because, yeah, he played against Charlton, don't get me wrong, but not loads of minutes, 20, 30 minutes. I've got a feeling Delap will come off the bench. And I think you might see João Pedro start because he hasn't started. And then Delap coming in the second half. So say we're struggling to get a goal or something, then I could see Delap for João Pedro a bit later. But I think he will use this semi-final. And I know it's a semi-final, But I think he'll use his semi-final to go, right, Joe, you lead the line now and you show us what you've got. Do you know what I mean? This is a semi-final. Show us what you can do.
Could you see Hato in for Cucurella?
No.
No, that's fine. No, I was interested.
No. Only because I think they're going to play Saka. Arteta's got a habit of playing Saka, even if it's Madueke.
Yeah, yeah. I just find with Saka, it's the only times I've seen Cucurella struggle is, and you know, he's had such a good few seasons, but the only time I've seen him be tested is against Saka. Not saying Saka gets the best of him, but it's the most time I've gone, Cucurella needs to work hard for this.
Did Cucurella come on against Charlton?
No.
Was Cucurella even on the bench?
Can't remember.
He even played, did he? I think he plays for Southgate.
He'll start then.
I think he starts this game, Cucurella, and I think Hato will be on the bench. He was suspended. Oh yeah, he had a 1-match ban, didn't he? Of course. Oh yeah, he was suspended. Yeah. Of course, man. He got a red card, didn't he? Yeah. So yeah, I think he'll be back for this game. It could be Delap. Don't get me wrong. He could go, do you know what? It needs to be strong. Put Delap up front. Would I be shocked that it wasn't João Pedro and it would be Delap? I would be a bit worried for João Pedro if he can't get into this team in a semi-final. If he does come on, I think it'll be
clear he's come down the pecking order now for sure. I know
Mark Guiu started against Charlton, not João Pedro.
8 goals in 9.
8 goals in 9 games for Mark Guiu. Yeah, all the haters like pies, hold it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Cuckoo was suspended. He got sent off. Yeah. But yeah, it could be Delap, you know. Do you think we see a Sugu come on? Nah, not for this game. Not for this game. Is he on the bench? Maybe if he's on the bench.
The game which if he was fit enough, would have been the Charlton game, personally.
How do we think Arsenal are going to line up? That's quite a good one to work out, isn't it? How do we think they will look tomorrow? You think they'll play? How do you think? I think they'll play well. Yeah.
Keppering. Yeah, he's a cup keeper. So long range shots, please.
Skelly will play this game, I reckon.
Yeah. Then they're just a centre back pairing, like you said, Mosquera and
Gabriel and Mosquera. Yeah.
Ben White.
Oh, no Timber. You sure?
I don't know whether they'll play. Ben White seems to be their cup kind of right back.
I think Zubimendi's going to play.
Do you think it'll be Zubimendi and Rice? Do you think they're both going to play? I mean, this looks like a pretty strong team to me.
I think Marino will play tomorrow, though. I think Marino will play as the 10 again, as the 9.
Yes, you're right. I think Gabriel.
Odegaard, maybe.
God, I mean, this is a strong team.
And they got Eze. I mean, they'll probably play Eze.
You put left back, Jim.
Alvaro Skelly.
Oh dear. Do you know? I forgot they had Eze. Bloody hell. Mosquera is injured.
Is he? No, he ain't. Who is Alvaro? It's Alvaro Skelly, mate. There's no other Skelly other than Alvaro Skelly.
Oh, fair.
Let me have a look to see if there's a Lewis Skelly. Oh, there is. Sorry, Skelly.
Could you see Martinelli being on the left?
Havertz is back as well. Is Martin? Yeah, maybe.
Havertz does annoyingly have quite a good record against us too. Oh, GT
Could it be Havertz in the 10? Or they look at him as a 9 now? And then Martinelli.
I hope one of our players goes right through him.
Or it would probably be that way round, wouldn't it? Because Marino would be like the backup, I reckon.
Marino's been annoying. He's done quite well against us as well.
That's why I think he'll play. Mascara is out. Oh, okay. So who they got left? So there's definitely Ben White.
Take Mascara out.
Then for me, Timber has to play because they haven't got anyone else.
Okay, right, yep.
Oh yeah. I think it'd be like that. That's still a fucking strong team, isn't it?
No, I was just saying that. Like, we thought they weren't gonna. They've got. I mean, it's just annoying. They've got good squad depth.
Scaly, Gabriel, White, Timber, Kepa, Rice. Who else could they play in the midfield? Norgard, maybe.
Norgard from Brentford. I forgot they got him. He won't play. He could. You just don't know how serious Arsenal are going to take it. Just looking at that lineup, that looks like they're taking it seriously.
I think whatever lineup they put out is going to be quite strong anyway.
Well, they got Gabriel Jesus as well. He's back.
Oh yeah, true. He could lead the line. To be fair, because Havertz ain't really fit, is he? He's not really playing.
Havertz came on against Pompey for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, so probably Jesus. I don't think Gyökeres will start.
What a donkey!
I don't want him to, because we're the type of team who end up scoring fucking a hat trick against us.
Do you think it's a league problem with him, or do you think it's a team, system and team problem?
It's a bit of everything. I think he's bulked up. If you look at him now and what he was last year when he was leaner, he's bulked up, and I think he's looked at the league and gone, I need to be more physical. But what he doesn't realise is where he's bulked up, it's ruined his overall good parts to his game, which is spinning and getting in behind, attacking the space. He's a good shooter in front of goal. He knows where the goal is. But he's ruined. He kind of ruined it for himself a little bit with that. And I think it's system as well. I just think I think Arteta plays to rumble, to be honest. I don't really like the way they play. I think it's very, very easy. And I've said this so many times, GT. This is what I say. If he was at Man United, he would be a better player than what he is at Arsenal. And Sesko, vice versa. I think Sesko is perfect for Arsenal. Corners, free kicks, holds up the ball better, build up plays better. But in terms of the space running behind, getting in front of goal, having the chance, I think it's Gyökeres. Stop complimenting that twat. What? What's wrong with people today?
Don't
know. People were just having one of them days.
I asked Jem a question.
Yeah, I got asked a question. How to answer the question?
Sorry, getting the flack for my question.
We can't win today. Do you know what I mean? We can't win.
Failed Experiment said they just rotated last game. They're taking it seriously. All respect to my other team, Portsmouth, that you would rotate against them. So yeah. I just don't think that. I think they're focusing on the Prem.
You think they're focusing on the Prem?
I do.
Listen, if they don't win the Prem this year, they are finished.
Can imagine.
They are finished, mate, if they don't win. What's your score predictions for tomorrow? How do we beat Arsenal is my question to you as well.
That's very obvious, but take chances. And when we've got the momentum, because it always seems when we have these bigger games that there's like a momentum swing, but we just never seem to be clinical. So if we
keep 11 men on the pitch, might be it.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's just got to be, it's going to be a tight game because Arsenal just always seem to make it a tight game. We know they're going to have moments as well. So it's going to have to be, we've got to be compact as well when we need to. But if I was, I'm going to say head is going to be saying, head's going to be saying 1-1, heart saying we'll win 2-0.
I said this could happen, by the way, before we carry on. I said that I thought Klopp to Real Madrid might be a thing. People like that.
There was slight links to Maresca as well.
Maresca, they appreciate Maresca as well, but I think they'll look at Klopp.
So he left, didn't he, Lonzo, in the end?
Cripple some of their players. Injure some of their players for the Premier League. On a massive positive, guys, I've never been at the Bridge and lost, and tomorrow night I return to the Bridge. All right, come on, GT.
Go on, GT. Unfortunately, I've not seen any time. I've not seen a win at the Bridge for I think 3 games now. Always draws.
No, not to bring you then, innit? Next time.
just be like, all right, thanks. See you later, Matt. Just stay outside.
No, when I'm back, I want to do Chelsea games. So I think me and Matt do need to go to a game. I think we should just do it. We'll pick one game, try and get some tickets, come and see some of you people down there as well.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
And then let's just go to a game, man. And let's go and watch it. I don't know what games are on in February and March. We'll have to have a look and maybe we can sort some tickets. I can always get tickets anyway, so I'll sort it out. If we were still under Maresca, I'd be more confident for Arsenal.
That's fair.
Yeah, because we don't know what to expect with Rosinha. In fact, Rosinha might just absolutely outplay Arteta off the pitch tomorrow with his tactics. You just don't know, do you? Like, you have no clue.
Like, we could go completely the other way and be very, defensive-minded.
Yeah, or we could just be really shit. First time watching Chelsea was versus Palmeiras. Really,
Wow.
Decade?
So you're like a pretty new Chelsea fan then?
Are you a new Chelsea fan then, bro? Make sure you're following us, guys. Hit the likes. We should be on 50 likes right now.
Did you? Or you might have gone to watch it live. What is that, live or just in general?
No, it means first time watching. He must have gone and watched the game because he's probably from America, right? Is what I'm
I always
thinking.
forget that there's international fans.
No, we've got loads of international fans here across the world.
Oh,
He's
he's
from NYC. Let's go, my boy. Big up New York, man. I was there not long ago, man. It was a good time. It was a very good time. Times Square. I done it all, man. I met up with some of the New York boys that are Chelsea fans over there as well. It was a really good experience, man. Chilling with the New York Chelsea fans was a real interesting insight to like how they see Chelsea as well. Because, like we're here and over there, it's good to see how they see it as well. Like what they see from, because obviously they're not going to games and stuff, but.
Well, I mean, I feel for even yourself now, Jem, like, how awful it's been. Like, I don't know what time Takei has to get up to watch the Chelsea games, but it's tough. It's tough in a different way.
Would you do it? If you was 12 a.m. kickoffs at Chelsea in the midnight, would you stay up and watch it?
Yeah, I'm like that. Like, especially in sport, like I've got quite an addictive mindset. Like any UFC events, I don't just watch the main event, I watch the whole card. Same with boxing. I think, yeah, I would, especially if it's on like every week as well. So, but don't get me wrong, it'll be bloody tough if you're on a shocking run and you're absolutely shattered and it's just you're wrecked for the rest of the day knowing your team's just got battered by Brentford or something. Yeah, it'd be harder, but it's all good.
Who's your favorite your all-time UFC fighter, Matt?
Oh, you're going to get annoyed by this, but I just loved Conor McGregor. I find he's gone AWOL now, but I think what he did for the sports, he just transformed it. But I love Max Holloway as well, especially what he did with Justin Gaethje. I thought it was just unbelievable. But yeah, I think Conor McGregor at the time, especially that period of like 2015 to like, well, probably the only last time he fought pretty much until like 2017. Like there was that period of just like stardom, and it was just like unbelievable. Charles Oliveira. Oh, interesting.
Mine's Anderson Silva.
Oh, the Spider, of course. Oh, he's unbelievable.
Anderson Silva, mate. I thought, what a fighter he was, man. Honestly. And I don't even watch a lot of UFC, but when I ever did watch it, I used to watch Anderson Silva. That guy was a beast. The Spider, man. Absolute beast.
I used to watch all like the Ultimate Fighter like series they did as well. Like when Tony Ferguson was in there. It was so good. He was another good fighter, and he had like an iron chin, and it just went.
What do you think of this fight with John Jones and what's his name? Well, it's not happened yet, is it?
Alex Pereira or
not Alex Pereira? What's his name?
Tom Sandoval. Not
Tom. Yeah, Tom.
Aspinall.
Tom Aspinall. Yeah. What do you think of that?
It's not going to happen. I think that Tom Aspinall. I think he's done now. He's had like 2 surgeries on his eye already. So, and I think the fact that he had to wait for years to get the fight, and then out of nowhere, John Jones then pulled out. I think he was waiting for the White House card.
Man said CM Punk.
Oh my God, CM Punk! God, I remember that.
Oh, bless him, innit? Bless him, guys. Oh. Bless him in the chat.
CM Punk. I remember he did. There was a point he was like blood all over his face, and he tried to do his low kick. Oh, it's just awful. I think the guy who fought him actually got fired from the UFC then because they didn't finish him off. Pause. But he didn't like pause.
Looking forward to seeing Amanda Nunes return.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a really good fight.
Beast.
I can't remember her name, who she's against, but yeah, I remember the Amanda Nunes Cyborg fight. Do you remember that? That was unbelievable. Cyborg was just running through everyone, and then like Amanda Nunes just hit her with a 1-2, and Cyborg just didn't know what hit her.
Yeah. John Jones. Yeah, John Jones. Everyone thinks John Jones is a goat, didn't they? Some think it's what's his name? Saint Pierre.
George St. Pierre.
Yeah, George St. Pierre. Other people think it's. I've seen some people pick up Anderson Silva as well.
I think from an entertainment factor, and I think what elevated UFC, it was definitely like Conor McGregor on that run with like Chad Mendes, and that run was just really like it was like a film. But I don't know. I think that Khabib fight just completely took the soul out of him. I mean, he changed.
Khabib for me has to be one of the most horriblest people to go in the octagon with, like, because he mentally tires you. Like he's wrestling ability. Man was wrestling with bears, man. Like he's
yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. Like you're never gonna be like someone like that when he's as a kid just wrestling a bear.
Like even that fight with Daniel Cormier, with John Jones. Well, I watched the build up to that a long time ago where they were
when they fought, yeah, and the advertising board went down. Yeah, that was a shame because I wanted Daniel Cormier to get one of them.
It's called fucking Con Paddy.
Yeah, well, it's Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett. So
Paddy the Baddie. Every time Con comes in now, guys, we call him Paddy the Baddie. Yeah, Paddy. Listen, Paddy the Baddie can swing. I don't know if people are. You know what I mean?
I think he's going to get chinned. He keeps his chin up too high. I think his chin's not been. I know he says Scousers don't get knocked out, but Justin Gaethje's got different hands.
Francis Ngannou is my favourite though. Yeah, I don't know, man. That guy's a bit strong, good punch. Like, you know, if he punches you, you're dead. Like
it was scary, like what he would do to some people. Like it was just like his overhands and stuff. You're just like, what a scary, scary man.
It's like when Brock Lesnar went over there, and I was like, what is Brock Lesnar going to do in the UFC? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a wrestler.
Roided to the gills. Like,
made no sense why he went over there. Even though he weren't that good, was he? He really weren't that good, to be fair.
Con's coming for me, apparently.
Con's coming for you, Matt. Is he? Why is he coming for Con? Why is he coming for Matt? What's Matt done? Same with Kimbo, RIP, Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice. God, I used to watch his videos when I was at school. Kimbo Slice was unreal. The backyard fights.
Brandy Jackson as well, smashing doors and that guy.
Yeah.
That guy is a big.
That's so funny. Yeah, God, Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice, what a fucking baller.
Because that's how Masvidal came into it as well. Because he was like fighting on one of the backyard undercards. So.
Yes, Craig, what are you saying, man? Not seen you in a while. Hope you're good. No one beats Ilya at 155 other than Islam.
Ilya, Conor McGregor wannabe.
Yeah.
But he's
Conor McGregor wannabe. Brock is the world's worst world champ I've ever seen. He's not watching this. Yeah, Brock Lesnar, man. He's just a beast, isn't he? I'm going with Chelsea score prediction. What do you say?
I think it's going to be 1-1, or I think my head saying 1-1, heart saying 2-1 Chelsea.
I'm going to back us, man. Fuck it. I'm going to back my Chelsea. We got to win this. We got to have some sort of win going into the next game. I'm going to go. We always concede. I always go with a nil, and it's like, why? Because we always concede. Like, I'm going with a 2-1 Chelsea.
That's all right. That's good. I'm going to go for it being Enzo. We're going to do Enzo and Esteval to score.
I think Enzo's going to score all 3 goals. Their goal and our goal.
He's just the GOAT.
He's just the GOAT, man. He scores everywhere. Newcastle City predictions. Good. I mean, who do you want if we are going to make it to the final?
Who's at home first? City or Newcastle?
I think Newcastle are at home, right? Yeah, Newcastle are at home.
Do you know what? It sounds crazy. I prefer City. I just can't stand. I just think Newcastle have this annoying thing over us. And I see Gomes one more time scoring against us.
Only when they're at home. Like, if they're outside their ground, they're not the same team for me. Like, I don't know. Could we beat Newcastle at Wembley on a one-off game? Yeah, I can see that. I can see it cooking them.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Right, we'll go Newcastle then. I want Newcastle to win. You've swayed me.
But City are just annoying. When they're good, they're really good, aren't they? They're fucking annoying. So tonight, I think it's going to be a 2-1. I think City are going to win 2-1 tonight.
Okay. And then if they all that, I mean, that's a huge disadvantage then for Newcastle because they won't. I don't think they'll win at City.
Yeah, but you say that like City going to City compared to going to Arsenal is two different things. I think you go to City and you feel confident that you're going to get chances and you're going to score. With Arsenal, you know they're just going to be that dirty team that puts every player behind the ball up to the halfway line and just doesn't let you have any chances until you lose the ball and play in the counter. That's all they do.
Piece.
And just wait for set pieces, or to run to the corner flag, kick the ball, and then if like they're celebrating before the corner's even crossed. Have you noticed?
Yeah, it's so true.
You're like, yeah, we scored, we got a corner, yeah. Fucking disgusting, man.
But I just hope Martinelli gets a taste of his own medicine tomorrow. That's what I want.
Oh, I know, and I said this yesterday. I said if we beat Arsenal in his two legs, we're winning it. I don't care who it is. City, Newcastle, bring them both. I think we're going to win this cup if we beat
Could you
Arsenal.
imagine if, I mean, it'd be fantastic but if we do. Rafinha literally comes in for a few games and then he's already got a cup.
Yeah, but what's the real importance of a Carabao, though? It's not really one that people will gloat and say, oh, you won a Carabao, but I still think it's important, right?
I think it is important, but I think what's annoying with it, though, is that it will justify the board in what they're doing, and that's what makes it annoying, is that them winning it is going to see, look, everyone's saying that we're not doing very well, but look at this time, we've got 3 trophies. And you're like, well, if you're seeing it like that, yeah, that's very true. But so it's just a really difficult one. I think for us as fans, I think we deserve a win at Wembley, a good day out in Wembley and winning.
Oh, the amount of shit we've had at Wembley recently is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, like Wally Waldo was saying about last 5 or 6 years. I mean, those last 2 Carabao Cups against bloody Liverpool have been soul destroying. Ever since when them Poch did in that extra time, it was disgusting. So I think we deserve it. And then good old Conor Gallagher as well in that game ruined it for us and Mount.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. City, didn't he? We should have won that game even before.
But it's a really good question though, Jem, about Carabao Cup, because the thing is, yes, I think for us as fans, we need it. I think the players need it for morale as well, but I don't want it to justify what the board are doing.
Yeah,
so it's really
you're stuck in a hard situation, aren't you? Really, because you want to win everything you're in, but then you do know the fucking board are going to sit there going, "See, we told you, another trophy. We're going to buy fucking Garnacho's brother next year." I mean, we're going to buy fucking another potential FC player of 20 years old. Let's keep doing what we're doing.
I think if it was out the 2 domestic, obviously, I think we'd all prefer the FA Cup. But
I think it'd be even worse if they got like a Champions League or saying, oh my God, can you imagine if they won a Champions League?
But it'd be a typical Chelsea thing, right? There will be an inevitability at one point that we could go on another run and just get a really nice, favourable tie. And then out of nowhere in the final when Cole Palmer does something, we're just like...
I'm not going to lie though, Matt. 10 years without a Premier League is starting to worry me a little bit now.
Well, yeah.
We never went that long, man. 10 years of our life that we've been watching Chelsea, we've not had a Premier League.
I know. And the more you start to think about it, then you start to think about the Uniteds and Arsenals and how long they've then done it.
20 plus years then. Some of them weren't even alive last time they won it. You know, it's mad. Boys, anything in Palmer missing every Arsenal game? Surely something behind. I don't think so. I just think he's not fit. He's not been fit all season, George. You know, big up George in the building. I just think that this groin issue that he's got needed surgery, and I think the surgery should have happened at the beginning of the season, which means he would have been fine going into December, and we would have had Palmer probably back and feeling more sharper. But because he's still carrying this groin, this is why it proves the medical team wrong. Yeah, you can blame Maresca, but it proves the medical team wrong, because I remember Maresca saying that he would go on what the medical team advised him when it comes to Cole Palmer. You know, they were having back-end discussions about what to do, whether there's surgery or not. And then they told him no surgery. And he said live, he doesn't need surgery. He doesn't need surgery. So who's telling him he doesn't need surgery? The medical team. So, you know, if we're up to where we are today with Palmer and he's still having this groin issue when he had all that time off as well, let's not forget, and he can't play more than 1 or 2 games, then he should have had the surgery. I don't get it.
It wouldn't surprise me, though, where the medical team have said one thing and then the ownership have gone, no, we need him to play. And then it wouldn't surprise me. And they're saying, no, he does need to play. He's fine. And then there's a conflict there. And then obviously Maresca's then trying to figure out what to do. It wouldn't surprise me that either, because the owners are just mental from that side.
Can we perform in the World Cup with this? Can he perform? Can we perform in this World Cup with this groin injury?
I don't think he's going to make it now, personally. I think the fact that Rodgers at Villa is doing what he's doing this season, I don't think there's been enough games for him for Tuchel to see what he can do in the England setup. So I don't think Palmer, unless he's going to have an incredible season for the rest of the season, I don't see anything that he's going to get there, unfortunately, which is probably a good thing for us because we need him to rest.
Honestly, I don't really know why in the first place we have 2 cups when the other league only has 1, but still I want us to win it while it's a thing. A trophy is a trophy at the end of the day. I agree, Toby. I'm on the same wavelength as you, bro. When we win it,
you prefer Champions League, Prem and FA Cup?
No, he's saying he's mentioned the fact that because it's a cup and we're in it, we should not want to win it. Do you know what I mean? We should want to win it because we're in a semi-final, right? It's 2 hurdles left, you know. I saw this as well. I mean, this guy is world class, honestly, generally. He honestly is. He's a world class player, this guy. And he's Haj Musa, very good player. Yeah, man, top baller. He's honestly Garnacho and Gittins. There's no point of signing him. Should have just signed this guy. I haven't seen the guy. I was just making it up. But yeah, I've heard that he's actually all right, to be fair.
Still, he's probably better than him anyways.
Just like last summer, a young squad needs to get accustomed to the taste of winning part of the... Yeah, I agree with that, Faye. I agree with that. Faye, man. Another right winger player, though, bro. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to tie up there. Nearly an hour and 15 minutes. Hope you enjoyed this live as always. We're here every time around 5:30. Tomorrow will be the countdown live. So we will be doing a live before the game.
And you go, is that on Spaces with Con?
No, we're doing it on here.
Oh, awesome.
It'll be a little bit earlier. Game's at 8, right? So same time as today, 5:30 till about 6:30. We get the team news, and then we'll probably come off just an hour before or something. The game. I don't know if I'm on. I think I'm on Spaces tomorrow as well with Con. That'll be from 7 till 8 o'clock on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see us over there. We're also getting the Discord because Matt's doing voice chats over there with the group over there as well. When we do halftime talks in there, pre-talks as well, after talks.
Yeah, it's so much more of a smaller community in the Discord. So if you feel more confident being in a bit more of a smaller crowd, there's kind of 10 to 15 of us in there. It's really good. So just come along. But if not, go and join Jem and Con on the Spaces and have a listen to their views. And yeah, it brings 2 real good places to go. And when we're not there, if I'm not there for whatever reason, then I'll be at the Discord either way. So. You'll see us over there. So has everyone got the Discord link in here? Or is there anyone that wants the Discord link before we leave? Link to the Discord. There you go. And before we go, what's everyone's match predictions as well?
Yeah, get your match predictions in the group, guys. Let us know what we're saying in the chat. Going 1-1 is what Toby says. He thinks a draw. What's everyone's score predictions in the chat? Run it now. Also, make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, please, guys, man. I appreciate it. Every single one who used it here. Big up Wally Wildo as well. Yeah. Already joined. I big up the Flash. Love the Discord. Yeah, the Discord's a good little place. It is a good little place. 2-1 Chelsea is what we got here. 1-1 tonight. Oh, you think there's a draw tonight? There's the Discord for anyone that isn't joined. If you hit that now, download the Discord app.
GT's got 3 in Arsenal.
Or if you've got the app, just click the link and it will take you straight to the channel, and then you accept in, guys, and you'll be a part. Make sure you join the football chat once you're in as well. That's where you are mainly. What is that, GT? Generally, what is that?
GT, you said every time you've gone, it's been a win.
Yeah, he's a waffler, man. 3-1 Chelsea tomorrow. Wally's gone. Change Change that going 2-1 Newcastle tonight. Oh, here goes Couch. Couch. Do you know what, Couch? I am going to be so annoying from now on. Every time I go live, I'm going to send you the link, yeah? And I'm going to count how many times I send it to you and how many times you actually come in, yeah? Because I know you're working as well and he just listens. When Couch is in here, he just listens, you know what I mean? But, Couch, what's your score prediction, man, tomorrow? What are we saying? While you're here, what's your score prediction? What's your score prediction, Mr. Couch Critic?
Oh,
He don't do score predictions usually. That's what he usually says.
I don't know.
Just win is what he will say.
I don't make predictions.
There you go. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway, Couch, tomorrow we are doing. I need to see the lineup. All right, let me show him. Really?
I know. I don't know whether he's saying he'll make a prediction from seeing the lineup.
Oh, he needs to see the lineup. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I know what he means. All right. Cool. Couch, tomorrow we're doing a countdown the same time. Every time at 5 p.m. UK, 5 or 5:30.
Yeah,
we're here, Couch. This is the time. Every time, 5 UK time. If you hit the notification button, bro, the bell, you know this. It will let you know when we're live, and then you won't miss any lives. We'll be straight here. All I say is Steve needs to start. I agree. But all right, guys, we're going to tie it up there. I'll be around. See you tomorrow then. Let's do the countdown tomorrow, Couch. We'll see you here before the game. Make sure you're here. We're going to be here probably two hours before the game. We'll do the team lineups when they're announced as well. We'll see that through like we do, and then we usually come off just about an hour before the game or 45 minutes for the game. Depends. We'll see tomorrow. But yeah, guys, see you tomorrow up the fucking Chelsea. Lots to speak on. See you then. Reece James is in training, by the way, for the ones that don't know. Reece James was in training today. Gusto and Palmer was not. So it looks like Reece will be available tomorrow as well. So big up. See you later, guys.
See ya.
We'll catch you very soon. Cheers.